All right, every employer in the healthcare business, like it or not, they are in the healthcare business. Employee health benefits cost Starbucks more annually than coffee beans. General Motors spends more on them than steel. Yet stress is hurting employees' health and strangling bottom lines.
Bobby Albert is a workplace culture expert, the author of Principled Profits, Outward Success is an Inside Job. And Bobby, let's talk about the money. How much is employee stress costing businesses across this country?
Well, a bunch, a lot. And it is just like this, everybody is talking about it. They've written about the hidden costs of stressed out workers. And it's because in this report is that 40% of the workers have reported experiencing office stress. Now, let me suggest this. And this may sound a little counterintuitive from all that's been written about workplace stress and all these kind of things, is that we have always have had stress in the workplace. There have always been bad bosses and poor workplace culture. And in fact, according to Gallup, 67% of the workplaces or 67% of the employees say, basically, it's oversimplifying it, that they have a bad boss and they work in a poor workplace environment. So why is this, seems like it's become more pronounced? Why are so many people talking about it? Why are they even writing so much about it? And all this writing is addressing the symptoms rather than the root cause of the problem. And the problem is much deeper than just the workplace poor, stress that's going on in the workplace. And what I mean by this is that it has to do with we are today in our culture in general are living an expedient personal life. Now, what do you mean by that? Well, I mean that we are constantly we're going after the short-term gain for the self-gratification and what it is let me say this, rather than accepting short-term sacrifices and then investing in my future. I say this often, we make choices and our choices make us. And we have to choose, do we want to pay now or pay later?
So what are the best ways to de-stress a toxic office?
Well, okay, that's a good question. And there are things you can do in an office that has to do with business practices. But by doing so, it is addressing the symptoms. And what I chose in my company before I sold it to a public traded company is that I looked at people living an integrated life, not a balanced life, but an integrated life. And I looked at it in a holistic way, mind, body, spirit, and emotions with relationship. And I was as much concerned, like every business is, I'm very focused also on what people do every day. But I was even more concerned about helping people become the person that they really could be and helping them be a better mom, a better dad, a better husband, a better wife, to be a better friend. And when I was able to accomplish those kind of things in our culture, that it took a while, is that we had is that our employees, it was where people thrive and profits soar. And I'm talking about exceptional profits.
Bobby, thank you so much for your time. That's Bobby Albert, who is a workplace specialist here on the KOGO News Live Line. Thanks, Bobby.
Thank you.